Welcome back. I'm Steve, and we're going to be continuing MLB 15 The Show, Road to the Show, and we got some breaking news right here. Well, I guess maybe, but apparently the Yankees have traded their right-handed pitcher Ivan Nova to the Orioles for their starting pitcher Eduardo Nunez. Eduardo Nunez is not really a real player or anything, but Ivan Nova is a starter for the Yankees, so apparently they have traded him to us. Kind of a little bit of an interesting trade in my opinion. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of let me try that again. I'm not the biggest fan of Ivan Nova that much, but I've been getting my numbers up a little bit. I'm currently in the 250s. I did not film the last one. I apologize about that. I just was doing it by myself. Now I'm just fine. I'm doing this, you know, the other way by doing by streaming this. So let's get right into this, alright? So we're on the road, and I'm in the number 5 spot, and I'm up to 69 for my points and stuff, or my attributes, I guess you want to call it. We're 41 and 42. We're tied with the Durham Bulls, and I think this is the AAA team of the Tampa Bay Rays. And I am correct. They were with the 80 to 97. They've been with the Rays since 1998. Alright, this has got a big wall here. So Tyler Wilson, excuse me, is pitching to me. Yeah, so I hope I can do really well in this game. I like to pick up a home run. I mean, I still got just one home run. I'm like 33 for 139 at bats. Not all that great. Man, I had over 40, I think, in AA, but ever since I got promoted to AAA, wow, look out. That's why they have that thing right there to protect them. Yeah, they had a bunch of them at the batting cage place I went to, extra innings on the weekend. That's hit pretty deep. Could I get it over that wall? No. Alright, one last pitch, and it's a bad one. That's alright. And it looks like we're facing a lefty. David Lowe is back in the lineup for us. He's DHing now because he just came off the DL. So hopefully Tyler Wilson will do pretty good. Hope everybody's enjoying their Wednesday. It's Hump Day. I like the away jerseys of the Norfolk Tides. They're pretty nice. Yeah. Pierce walks, and I'm up with him on base. Number 20 will get his first shot down. 9 for 21 in the last 5 games. So that's pretty good. Even though I got one home run, I switched to a different bat now. I think I'm using a Louisville Slugger. I think. If I can't remember it, it doesn't really matter. Alright, see if I can do something in this at bat. That's in the dirt. Wow, surprising he took a risk like that it was in the dirt and it got away from him, so I guess his speed showed off right there, and he was able to get in scoring position. No, that's going to be an out. Well, the runner moves up, that's fine, and we can't get him around, daggone. Opportunity to get the lead, and it winds up not working out. Alright, so I did pretty well, like in a couple of games ago. I did like get like I think 3 RBIs or something. I had my first triple as well, and I'm sorry I did not film that. I just wanted to give it a rest a little bit, but number 20, it's alright. 0 for 1 here in this one. Alright, let's see what I can do again. Oh, an overhand pitcher. Late. Alright, it's out of play. It's out of play. No fans over there, just a big hill.
Here's the pitch.
Okay. 93 mile per hour circle change. Jeez.
What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting
Good
the leadoff
contact.
guy
That was
on is so
98
key.
on that one.
Get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
Ah, man, that was the worst swing I've ever done.
I think we expected to see a pitch game
That
coming
was
in, and
really
we got
bad.
starting to look like the team who scores
I
first
think for sure
might
that's
be
the
one who
worst
wins.
swing I ever done in AAA.
Jake Elmore.
And probably
will
double
stand
A
in.
as well.
He grounded out his first time. And this is hit well
Oh,
towards the
man.
hole. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left.
Kind of a little bit of a bad reaction. I went to the left. I should have went to the right. All right, got the lead. Oh, Reifenhauser, the guy that the Orioles originally claimed off waivers, but now they designated him for assignment for their team this year.
Home in the inning already, and two more Ducks out there at second and third.
And 2 more Ducks. We're not the Norfolk Ducks. We're the Tides. And ooh, just foul. That had extra bases written all over it right there. That was a good pitch. A little inside as well.
Now the pitch. This ball's
And that was early.
3 runs already home here. He's ready. Now the pitch.
All right, fouled it off. Would have been a close pitch if I wouldn't have swung at it, but if I wouldn't have swung, it probably wouldn't have been a strike. Never know with the umpire.
Now another 0-2.
Ooh.
And it's 1-2.
I tell you, that was not an easy take.
No, it was not. I thought for sure that was going to be a strikeout, but I laid off it.
Here, 1 man out. A big pitch here, 1-2.
It's hit pretty deep,
Hit in the air toward the gap in right center.
but it's going to get a run in.
Deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And the run will cross on the sac fly and make it a 4-0 game.
Well,
That's
it's
fun.
been a big inning already, and they tack on another run here on the sacrifice fly.
So
At
4-0
this point, I think
is currently what we have.
You're just happy to take it out.
Might have another chance at bat. I think I might. Yeah, I think I'm going to come up in the 9th inning. It's maybe a chance to get a hit. Or whatever I could do. I like a home run, but this wall is really high over here.
Daniel Nava will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. He could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Changed up on him here, and this is grounded to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Number 20 will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence. But he's done a nice job since coming in. So you
Did
might
not
well
like
run
that one there. I thought that was a ball.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Now here it comes. Well struck.
A little late.
Over by the coaching box.
Whoa, watch the catcher over there in the bullpen.
The pitch.
Okay.
Trying to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
Put him away. Give him your best stuff. Here we go. Plays it first. Plays it first. Here we go.
The 1-2. Here's the ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right.
Yeah.
And a great start to the 9th as this ought to be extra bases.
I'm going to stay right there. I'm not going to risk it for a triple.
He's got a double.
So I've been doing pretty well with the doubles. I mean, I'm fine with that. All right, come on, Walker.
We'll try again.
Possibly get another run around. Be a good idea.
First pitch coming. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Got no outs. Got a chance to score, hopefully.
The 1-0 pitch. Off the plate
All right.
again. 2
Crowd's booing as they're not too thrilled with that.
Both pretty easy takes, and as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Hey, watch out for us. Don't strike out for us.
Here comes the 2-0.
Oh, boy.
And hit deep to left center. This one has a
That
chance.
is going to go, I think.
That'll get down out there
Well,
for
I'll
extra
score.
bases. And they'll add one more to the
Oh,
lead.
Christian Walker trying for a triple, and he got it. Wow.
And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Good time to add a little insurance here. As he's able to make it all the
Right.
way around to third on the triple.
So extend the lead
One
now.
though, that makes this a 4-run lead.
Brandon Gomes.
Well, 5-1 still. Let's see if we pick up this victory. And yes, we do.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting.
Good job,
pitcher.
Tyler
This man went
Wilson.
above and beyond
Only
in
one
this
earned run.
He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just the one run
Not
allowed,
bad.
but anytime you can give your bullpen a day off, it does nothing but help your club in the long run.
So
Nicely
that'll
done.
Put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Bass.
So I got an RBI, and then I got myself a double and a run on the big triple by Christian Walker. So now we just move on to our next game. Hoping I get the call up pretty soon. But even though, like I said, I'm a shortstop and J.J. Hardy is a shortstop as well, I could be a designated hitter or just do it the other way around. Hardy could be the DH and I be the shortstop. Now we're still facing them, and Mr. Vance Worley is on the mound. So 42 and 43. We're still tied with the Durham Bulls. Alright, Mr. Worley. That was a bad pitch right there. Shouldn't have swung at that. Again, oh my goodness. Don't miss 3 straight. Are you kidding me? Alright, late on that one. Alright, a little under it. That's alright. Still under that one. But maybe in the game it might change a little bit. You know, I probably won't be popping it up or anything, but we'll see. And also I had my first walk-off hit, which I did not upload or stream either, so I apologize about that. But not so good in batting practice, but hopefully it'll change in the lineup in the game. We're facing a right-hander.
Let's take a look at the 2 starting pitchers who get the assignment here.
And I will bat in the top of the second.
Daniel Nava will stand in for the first time here.
Come on, Worley.
Here comes a 1-2. On the ground towards second. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired.
Nicely done.
Number 20 will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Number 20.
Changeup called strike 1. Pitch on the way. Started to go around
Okay,
there, but
held
it
up.
holds up ball 1.
He just about went around.
Around. It's alright.
Ready
Come
now
on.
on
Good pitch.
1-1. There's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Well, if he's going to overcommit to pitches like that down in the zone, I'd keep throwing
I
him
thought I was going to get a good
he
piece
proves
of
he
it,
can lay
but
off.
missed it.
Out in front.
It's going to be a grounder.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
That's just the beginning. Very early. So we got no score yet. It's me. I had the bases loaded and Pierce struck out.
Nick Franklin will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a ball hit back up the middle, throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Nice little turnaround it did right there. And the runner moves to third, and they take the lead 1-0. Now let's do something.
We'll dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Put it in my wheelhouse.
Swung on and missed for the first strike.
That's just a great spot for the fastball against a hitter like this. Just off the plate enough to make him offer, but not good enough that he can do anything.
All right, foul.
Bouncing ball, foul.
Ball boy of the Durham Bulls team gets it.
Here's the pitch. A
Whew.
little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Now the
Man.
fastball right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Tough pitch. It was right on the inside corner.
A little bit of life to it. I mean, they'll often run east to west or vice versa depending on the pitcher's handedness. He just had no answer for this one.
Number 27 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the
Number
ballgame.
27.
Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Nice, good fielding right there. All right. Come on, guys. We need some runs. 3 up, 3 down. Nothing. All right, no runners on base. One out.
20 will take his third shot at it now. He's 0 for 2 thus far here tonight. And he just
Man,
keeps
early.
rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Good for him.
Continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being
Okay, too high and inside.
A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Mr. Gross.
Here's the 1-1. And this
Then
is
that's gonna get in there maybe. I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna beat it. Yes!
Throw will not be in time.
Way late that
Get it
was.
anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
But this would have
All right,
taken a
so
superhuman effort right here.
it was a good try by the shortstop though. Man, I know how he feels. I've had plays like that before, but I've never thrown that far like that. Way out to the outfield grass. I was safe by like 2 seconds.
And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen.
Like 2 seconds ago, I was safe.
Stepping in now, Christian Walker. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1.
Come on, Walker. It went into the gap. Need a run here. Pitcher's up to 92 pitches.
This is well struck. High and deep toward the left field corner.
Yes.
But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall.
Oh, he's on. I'm going for it. Yes.
That'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest.
I gotta tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip.
All the way from first base, I scored just like that. Great hit by Christian Walker. I think the third baseman might have been telling me to hold up, but I ignored him and I went for it. Probably a good idea to go for it because I was safe. Oh, we got a run. All right.
On the ground toward the hole. And they'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all.
Yeah, so we got the runner out at second, but not first. Still got one out.
Barrios will stand in. Strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Here comes a 2-2.
Third baseman's under it.
Straight up. Key camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2.
Okay. And that's an out. Alright, let's get back into this. Double play. That's terrible. Well, top of the 8th, I'll probably get in at bat, but they got a home run. 2-run.
Vernon Fenn will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Now here it comes.
Oh, that's mine.
For it there as this is grounded to short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
And I just think this is one of those swings where you just get committed a little bit too early.
All right.
By the time you realize this
And the pitcher is still in the game.
Just a little too late to hold back.
All right.
Starts him out with the slider for a strike. Yet again, another
tough one right there.
strike.
And it's a big reason of why.
Yeah,
he's
good for
having
him.
the
First pitch
success he
strikes.
is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Okay.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
I'd like to get another hit if I could. I got under it. I was early.
Toward left.
Because he's only hitting like 90 or 92 on his fastball.
2 are gone to start the 8th inning.
And it's a 2-seamer. So, I might do it for this one. We really got to get back into this. Hope we can. Alright, there's one. Nah. Oh well.
Well, the bats were certainly working
Jim Dunton. So I go 1 for 4 with a single. I did get a run as I scored all the way from first base. Well, we'll move on to the next one. So I'm still trying to get the numbers up. What I'm trying to do. It's definitely what I want to do. Let's get the numbers up. I don't want to have my numbers like in the 250s. So I'm at 260. 34 for 131 at bats. That's not that bad, actually. So, slugging percentage 359. Only that 1 home run. I'm going to put up my numbers a little bit more. Now I got more points. There we go. So now I'm still at 69. That's alright. And now we're facing the Gwinnett Braves once again. So there's my numbers. Yeah, there we go. I had 3 hits on the 28th and the 30th. Then I had 2. I was doing pretty well. And I went 0 for 4. Now I just got the 1 hit. So my average is down a little bit. 12 for 41, which is not too bad. Yeah, the Gwinnett Braves, yeah, it's in Gwinnett County, Georgia. Been with the Braves since 1965. And of course, they're also the Milwaukee Braves as well. Yeah. They play at Coolray Field. That's probably not the name of this stadium, but yeah. Probably for copyrights, I don't know exactly. But they have it named Oriole Park at Camden Yards and Fenway Park and Wrigley Field. They got all of them, and they got the copyrights for them. But not the AAA stadiums, or AA, I guess. Nice solid contact there. That's Tim Berry that's on the mound. Even though he's a lefty, as I mentioned before. Oof, another one right over his head. I'm not trying to hurt the guy, I'm just hitting it as he throws it. That was a bad one there, that was outside. Shouldn't have swung. A little late on that. A little under that one. A little opposite field. Yeah. Little fly out, man. It's gonna be close, but it's gonna stay in. So that's gonna do it for batting practice. So let's play the game. Oak Street Park. Yep. Not a lot of fans there because the Gwinnett Braves are not doing so well. I'm still in number 5 spot, somewhere where I like hitting. Don't like being in the 8th spot, so runners on first and second with 1 out. We already got a 1-0 lead.
Now the first pitch went about halfway there.
All right. It was low. I didn't want to swing at it and ground to a double play right on the first pitch.
Make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
That last win gets him a step closer to the 500.
Good contact there. Don't understand how I didn't hit it.
He's set, now the pitch.
Inside, don't hit me now.
Back him off a bit, 1-2.
You don't want to do that.
It's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught having to play catch-up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
Low for a ball as he battles back from down.
Not a lot of fans making any noise.
2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch.
Fans want to strike out, but I don't. I want to hit.
He's been able to lay off that thing.
Man.
And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Oh well. When that Braves go down that inning. Don't want to let jinx anything because I want to say something.
Carm get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. The 1-2. He got the high fastball there, and he popped it straight up.
He's got it.
Pearson is there, and the side is retired. So no runs here, no hit. Front 1-0.
Okay, I hope you all stuck around with me. I had to charge up my controller because the battery was very. So now, just for the record, I am using my red controller now. I have 2 PS4 controllers. I have a black one, which came with my system, and a red one, which I got at GameStop, brand new. I'd like to have a blue one, and I think they have a white one and a camouflage one. And they also have the 20-year anniversary of PlayStation. I think they have one of them, which looks pretty cool. Oh yeah.
This is into right center. That's a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
Okay.
Christian Walker will dig in.
So still getting them hits. I gotta pay attention here. I don't want them to go for a pickoff attempt, so I don't want to mess up as I've done before. I'd answer a text message there, but I didn't want to.
The next pitch. Look out. 2-0 now.
And you know what? That's not a
Look
big
out.
breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Here's the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Well, this has got to be on a platter now. You're in the driver's seat, and you've got to make this situation pay off.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And he misses.
Alright, he walked him. Bases are loaded with 1 out.
And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
That's 2 walks now here. Good time picking up the catcher right now.
Alright.
Junior Lake will dig in here with a chance early on to give his pitcher a little cushion to work with. And obviously looking for
Another ball. 5 straight have missed.
1-0.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Here's a 1-0. And they continue to work below the knees here as that's ball 2.
You get the sense he's starting to panic a little bit out there. He's not following through on any of his deliveries, and some of his pitches aren't all that close to the strike zone.
2-0 count, the pitch. There's a strike. It's 2-1.
That might take the
And
anxiety
I'm
away
just
from
gonna
the
like
moment.
talk about
He's gonna
something
need a
random,
couple more here to
because I
prove to
just feel
himself
like
that
it.
he's not
I've
losing.
been watching things on YouTube. I've been watching the original Iron Chef. You know, the Japanese show and stuff with all them chefs. Yeah, I mean, I've been watching them. I've been like, I used to watch them like back in the early 2000s, like 2003, I think, and 4, along with another one, the Galloping Gourmet, Mr. Graham Kerr, who's still alive. He's like in his early 80s, I think, or something like that.
Pause, now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that'll drop into no man's land out there for a base
Oh, I'm
hit.
going for it. I'm going for it.
Home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion. They will hold the other runner at third, but it's a 2-run double. And they have upped the lead to 4 now.
He's 82,
Errors are gonna
so
happen.
there you go.
They're just part of the game.
Yeah, I remember his show, The
Obviously
Galloping
is a bad
Gourmet,
time to make a mistake like this.
and
That allows two
he's,
runners to come
I think
in and
he's still
score.
married.
And that's a kind of letdown that'll cost you ball games.
No, she passed in September 2015. Tag. That's a shame. But yeah, I remember seeing him on television. I mean, all of him things that he had on there. I mean, it was just some of his food on there looked pretty good, but some of them just didn't look so much. I mean, like one time he made a veal sweetbread and bacon pie, which had like chicken in it and bacon as well, and then tomatoes and stuff. I mean, that did not look so good. But one time he made one thing called Lobster Miranda Hill, which is like lobster, and it had shrimp in it, mushrooms, lobster meat, and then like some sauce, and put back into the lobster shell. But the problem was they aired them very late, at 4 a.m. Actually 4:30 a.m.
First offering on the way.
Like anybody that has some hunger things like late at night, like if you're working the night shifts and stuff, and you go to Taco Bell, I guess at late, but I don't know if they're open that late.
It's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Taco Bell, I think, in my opinion, could probably be 24 hours one day. Oh man, stay out of the double play. Run, run, run. Oh, it was 1 out. 2, I'm sorry. Wasn't paying attention. So anyway, yeah, he was on at 4:30.
Tides lead it 5-3.
And actually at 4 a.m. it was East meets West with Ming Tsai. Another good chef. I like good Asian chef, because I like Chinese food. And I think Emerald came on at 3 a.m. Man, I used to watch them and stuff. I mean, back in the day, I would stay up late a lot of times. But now I don't really do that anymore. Now I have a DVR, but they don't show them anymore. They did have them on the Cooking Channel, another alternate channel to the Food Network. And Iron Chef, I think, came on at 11 p.m. I mean, some of the dishes they made look okay, but of course it's Japanese cuisine. Oh, in the dirt, but it's alright. Yeah, so I don't know exactly what time Iron Chef came on, but I'm guessing 11 p.m. If I'm wrong, then doesn't matter. Alright, runners on first and second with nobody out. On
first pitch coming. In tight here with the first pitch.
yeah, so, and I know all the chefs, and I can pronounce their names as well. Iron Chef Chinese, Chen Kenichi. Iron Chef French, the first, Yutaka Ishinabe. And then Iron Chef French,
Dag. For strike one. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Good swing at that, but good pitch as well.
You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Late. Yeah, so I'll get back to him in a minute. I just want to see what I do in this at bat.
It's almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
I want to hit this ball. Man. Don't point it out. So anyway, then the Iron Chef Japanese is Roku Saburo Michiba, or has sometimes they pronounce it Roku Saburo Michiba, but I think it's Roku Saburo, like Roku. And then Iron Chef French Hiroyuki Sakai, who came after Ishinabe, Ishinabe was like 8-1 or 8-2 in his appearances, as I read their records on Wikipedia. Iron Chef Sakai pretty much had a lot of wins, but Chen Kenichi did as well. He had a lot of wins as he was chosen a lot. Masaharu Morimoto, who came after the second Iron Chef Japanese because Rokusaburo Michiba retired, and the one who came second was Komei Nakamura. I hated that guy. He was not really all that great. I mean, he just wasn't one of my favorites. And they also had Iron Chef Italian, Masahiko Kobe, who was part of it, but he just introduced him as the 3 Iron Chefs. The Chairman Kaga, Takashi Kaga, I think. Yeah, he would introduce him, and he'd always be speaking Japanese, and they had the subtitles for him, or the clothes, or the captions, and be like, Mishiba something like that. Also, that I didn't say. Also, says, Koro Teraba, Korobis, Koro Teraba, lobster. I know you're probably surprised how I can speak like that, like how he did, but I mean, I'm, from watching that show, and that's how it just gets onto you, I guess. I mean, he just sounded out and all that. I mean, yeah. But it was always translated, as I said, like what I just said, when he would always say, Koro terba konobis, that means we unveil the ingredient. And then he would say, Koro terba, and say the name of it, like when I said lobster, then that means today's theme is lobster. And always before the battle begins, he always says, Alit cuisine, which means start cooking, gentlemen, I think. Something like that, but that was never translated. So then the two challenger, the Iron Chef and the Challenger, have 1 hour to complete the use the theme ingredient and make dishes. And whoever's cuisine reigns supreme will win. Whoever gets the most points. And if the Challenger wins over the Iron Chef, the guy Kenji Fuki or whatever, he always said, if a Challenger wins over the Iron Chef, he or she will gain the people's ovation and fame forever. That's it. I mean, he didn't get anything else, like a trophy or anything, or just congratulations mostly. But yeah. So then, the Iron Chefs have been defeated several times before. I remember one American Challenger did beat the Iron Chef French, excuse me. His name is Ron Siegel from San Francisco. I think he is still a chef to this day. And he faced Iron Chef Sakai in Battle Lobster. And Ron Siegel won the event. His dishes were really good and stuff, and they really enjoyed them. And he was kind of surprised, I think, to win over him, and he definitely wanted to face another Iron Chef or Sakai again, another match, but I think that was his only match and stuff. But of course, that's just the way it is. So, one time, another one that's a panelist over there, his name is Yukio Hattori. They call him the Doc, Dr. Yukio Hattori, and he was the guy always to the right, and they would always introduce him. He always say, always a pleasure. He one time did face an Iron Chef, Rokusaburo Michiba, in Battle Truffles, which is a very expensive thing. And they wound up, Michiba won the match, but there was a complaint or something about Mr. Hattori's food, that it was had a bad taste to it or something like that, whatever it was he made. I can't remember exactly. And he wanted to win it, and he wanted to be up there with the chefs, posing with an apple, because Iron Chef Chen posed with a knife that he always used. Then Michiba didn't have anything, but Sakai had a pear, I think, in his hand. They always pose with something. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Then, of course, they have other shows as well. They're on the Food Network, back in the days. I know I'm going on with this, but it's my video, and I can do that if I want. So, excuse me, what was I going to say? Well, after Iron Chef ended, around 2002 or something like that, or 1, whatever it was, then they decided to bring it back around 2005, I think it was, or 6, whatever year, and it was called Iron Chef America. Maybe it was 2004 when it came out, I don't know. and it had a new chairman who was up there, and I had no idea who he was because I thought, it'd be Kaga, but I guess he didn't want to do it because he just didn't feel like doing it, I guess. And Alton Brown was also in, the guy from Good Eats, that show used to have. He was like the guy who was doing the things like with Fuki-san and Dr. Hattori always did, and every time their floor reporter, like, to know like what they're cooking and stuff, or what the ingredients they have and stuff, Shinichiro Ota was the guy who always say, Fuki-san, every time, like to call from Fuki-san, from the floor, Shinichiro Ota, go! So, yeah. But Kevin Brosh or whatever was the guy who was the man on the floor reporter. And of course there'd be judges, like for the food and stuff, but the judges in Iron Chef America, I don't really know them that much, but yeah, but it definitely did not compare to Iron Chef. Man, I prefer Iron Chef better. But they did have Sakai and Morimoto in like a battle in which it was Sakai against Bobby Flay, in which Bobby Flay won, and Morimoto, sorry. I think he faced somebody, I don't know who. But then they have different Iron Chefs in Iron Chef America. They had Iron Chef Wolfgang Puck, then they had Iron Chef Bobby Flay and Iron Chef Mario Batali. Then after that, Wolfgang Puck left, and it was then Iron Chef Bobby Flay, Iron Chef Masaharu Morimoto, and Iron Chef Mario Batali. That's pretty much how it was. Like Iron Chef America, I guess, or USA, Bobby Flay, or American Food, I guess. Iron Chef Japanese, Masaharu Morimoto, and Iron Chef Italian, I want to guess, Mario Batali, because Mario is an Italian name. But then after that, they added a new Iron Chef, and it was a female, and her name is Kat Cora. She was the one that came later, and she was like a fourth one. But mostly a lot of them picked Bobby Flay, because he's a well-known chef. Well, so are Morimoto, Batali, and Kat Cora as well. But not long after that, Iron Chef America just went a little downhill. It just wasn't, living up to the height, I guess, or whatever. Then they also added another chef named Michael Simon, who was also on the show The Chew, I think. And I think Mario Batali was on that as well. But yeah. So like I said, I just preferred Iron Chef, the original one, more than Iron Chef America. Okay. So there you go.
Find a way to get that go-ahead run in from second base. He's ready. Now the pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short.
But of course, the other shows I mentioned, like, had Emerald Live. That was always a good one. I don't think they ever aired Justin Wilson. Justin Wilson's cooking shows. I don't think they did on the Food Network. They were always on PBS, I think. Of course, he was a great one. Of course, Julia Child is one. I think they did air her before on Food Network. The French chef, of course. I thought they did. Of course, they have them on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. Alright. Got one hit.
Number 20.
But we're losing 10-7. And this is the 9th inning.
And we kick off the
Shoot.
9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Yeah,
Tried to hold up, but I pressed the button.
That's not the
So.
kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
I made good contact on it, but I got a little piece of it.
Now here it comes.
All right, inside.
The inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
Here's the 1-2. And he struck him out.
Damn.
And there's the hat trick.
3 strikeouts.
Strikeout in the ball game.
Big deal. Not thinking about the strikeouts. All right.
Handful of fine individual performances
So a loss to the
from
Gwinnett
this
Braves.
boys, but what do you say we go
So I
ahead
got 1 for 5, just the hit, and 3 strikeouts. Oh well. Alright, so we'll probably wrap it up for here. We're up to a lot of minutes, so hope you all enjoyed this. So thank you for watching, and you all take care.